Joining me now is John Chambers, who served as head of sovereign ratings for S&P when it downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating in 2011. Mr. Chambers, I appreciate you doing this. So let me start with explaining what goes into a decision to downgrade, specifically 2011. The U.S. credit rating was downgraded. For how long were we downgraded before it got elevated again?
Well, it hasn't been elevated. At Standard & Poor's, the rating is still AA+. So you've got 12 years that have elapsed. Other sovereigns that had a AAA that have regained it, of which there are a handful, took over a decade on average. And the downgrade was motivated by two factors. One was the very divisive political environment that we had that was highlighted by the impasse over the debt ceiling. And the second was the fiscal trajectory. And I think that what we're seeing now validates the decision back then to have lowered the rating, because we are confronting the same problems we have now. So you see, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, not only does it look like we have the same problems now, but we seem more polarized, and the trajectory seems worse. So should we be prepared for another downgrade, no matter what happens, even if we don't breach the debt ceiling? Well,
I'm retired now, but in my opinion, the situation is much worse. You had a failed coup d'etat 2 years ago. The debt is much higher than we projected at the time. When you look at the debt of both the federal government and the states combined. And here, right now, we have a path to default, which most of us, including me, believe will not take place. But still, you can see how it could take place within a week. And that is not consistent with the AAA rating, and I think that's what Fitch is signaling to us today.
You know, you just heard from my report that the Fitch signal, you know, the bat signal, if you will, didn't move anybody. Maybe the market's dropping thousands of points would move folks. Are you surprised markets haven't reacted yet, or are they almost, have we boiled that frog, if you will?
Well, some of the markets have reacted. If you look at the Treasury bill that's for the June maturities, it's costing 50 basis points more than the July bill. So clearly there's some dislocation there. But I promise you that if there's a default or even a sequestration of ordinary payments, this is going to be Lehman on steroids. You're going to have disruptions in the money markets, in the capital markets, in the FX markets. It's going to be quite severe.
If explain to my viewers here how much this costs the government, right? If we lower our credit rating, it means our borrowing costs go up, which means we're going to accelerate our debt issue, no?
There is a correlation between ratings and what you pay for your debt. But regardless of what the ratings do, I think that market participants are going to insist on a premium to buy U.S. government debt if they're not 100% sure that they're going to get paid on time. Now, all of this is not to say that a fiscal correction isn't necessary. A fiscal correction is necessary, but this is not the way to do it. These deficits and the past debt have been approved by Congress, and to separate the budget process from the debt approval process is unique among the 130 sovereigns that I used to rate.
When you compare us to other countries, AA+, does it still put us at the top or not?
Well, AA+, you've got a dozen countries that have a AAA rating. So no, they're not at the top. And if you look at credit default swaps, you'll see that you've got 10 or 12 countries that pay less for their credit default swaps than the United States.
So if you could talk to some of these members of Congress, because I'll be honest with you, sometimes it feels as if they don't quite understand the matches they're playing with right now and the lethal nature of that propane.
Well, I used to talk with them, and most of the staffers understand, but the politicians have their own agenda to try to advance, and I think that's probably where the problem lies. It's really quite irresponsible.
And what you're saying is to recover this downgrade, at best, we're looking at a decade.
I'm saying for the investors at large to perceive the United States as the preeminent credit in any strength. It has the largest economy, it has education, it has the reserve currency,
right.
It's got the strongest banking system and deepest capital markets in the world. It's got to fix two problems. One is it's got to fix its governance problems, which is going to take work on both sides of the aisle. The second problem it's going to have to fix is its fiscal trajectory. It's one thing to run deficits during a recession. Everyone agrees that that is appropriate. But during good times, or at least during normal times, you have to at least run a primary fiscal balance, which means a balance of your receipts and your expenditures before interest payments in order to stabilize the debt over time. And we're not close to that right now.
Well, I would argue those two issues you just pointed out are related. The governance, without good governance, you're not going to have the conversations about how to deal with the debt trajectory, that's for sure. John Chambers, who had done this for a living for years, knows this up and down. It's really good to have an expert on here on these downgrades and what they mean. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.